Everyone, this is your mini masterclass into the world of AI. What's working in this field right now? What are the AI skills you need to master? And how do we really use AI into the field of digital marketing? So, it's going to be an eye opener. Let's get started. Now, there are two types of AI: ANI, which is artificial narrow intelligence, and AGI, which is artificial general intelligence. ANI is where a lot of magic is happening, and there is intelligence in a particular context, right? So if there is text to text, or if there's chat gpt, you put in some text, it gives text as an output. It's got really good at it, and there is narrow intelligence over there. What is AGI? It's basically you feed in these systems into a robot, and robot can do anything that a human can do, right? Next day it's gonna go apply for random jobs, it's gonna start killing people, it's gonna do things on its own, which is the dangerous part of the AI. But it's not developed yet, and it may take some years to get there. But ANI is where a lot of magic is happening, and it's an assistant to your existing work. So we don't have to be afraid of it. We need to know how to use them really well. If you take a look at AI's impact on jobs worldwide, almost 50% of jobs are getting automated because of AI. You talk heavy industry, you talk about machinery, you talk about driving cars, we talk about digital marketing, sales, all kinds of jobs are getting automated. On an average, 50% is already automated. Now, the three levels of AI you need to master to save your jobs and to become really good and actually become a millionaire, right? There's so much opportunity because of AI, and there are three levels. Level one is prompt engineering, which is your ability to talk to chat GPTs or LLMs or robots to get your desired output. Now, it requires depth of a subject. Now, AI is only good as you, which is basically, if you don't have the depth of a particular field, you're just going to go type, give me a strategy for meta ads, and then ChatGPT tells you something, you blindly follow it, and you end up not getting results, right? So it really requires a lot of depth for you to master, and that's when prompt engineering becomes better. Level 2 is mastering Gen AI tools, which is where you have to know different tools to help you achieve a certain outcome, and this is your capability of using the right tools for a right business outcome actually will go a long way. And level 3 is AI agents, your ability to connect generative AI tools, bring in prompt engineering, and your company knowledge or data will build autonomous systems where you can actually replace entry level jobs and so on. So what is prompt engineering? Basically, we say this: garbage in is equal to garbage out, right? If you're just gonna blindly type, give me an SEO blog post, give me meta ad strategy, give me Google ad strategy, and you think you're doing very well, you're gonna get terrible outputs, because you need to understand that these chat gpt, perplexity, grok, or all of these LLMs gets their facts from these sites that you see on the screen, right? It gets from Reddit, typing, Wikipedia, YouTube, Google, Facebook, and so on. So imagine if you say, give me a strategy for an e-commerce industry, and somebody has written or created a YouTube video in 2022, right? And those strategy that they shared was relevant back then, but ChatGPT picks it up and tells you that this is the strategy you need to follow, but it's already outdated, right? So you are already so behind than your peers, because they know exactly to what to type in. So if you blindly rely on AI for everything, you stop becoming valuable yourself. Now, let's take a look at generative AI tools. Now, usually for the field of digital marketing, you need to know how to generate text, you need to be able to generate images, videos, voices, and that's more than enough for you to be able to create content for different campaigns that you want to set up. Now, if you take a look at the tools, there are hundreds and in fact thousands of tools available for different use cases, and it can go on and on, right? But what can you really build using generative AI? Now, take a look at text. You can create your marketing content, you can write your sales email, you can do support, you can build code, which means you can actually build websites and mobile application and launch it in just less than a week. In fact, websites you can launch in less than 5 minutes, but if you're building enterprise apps, yes, you could do it much faster than what it used to take. You can generate images, really good images, and these image generation has also swept into ads right now. So if you take a look at meta ads, Google ads, you could build those ads much faster, and definitely you don't require designing skills as such. You can synthesize your voices, you can create speeches, you can generate videos. Again, it's been integrated into all the platforms. You can do your 3D modeling, and you can build your music, audio. It can actually sweep into different industries as well. Now, let's take a look at what is AI and how do we build them. Now, first of all, let me show you an example of AI agents as well, and let's take a look at how do we use this at Digital Scholar. So this is one of the AI agents that we built. Now, what is AI agents? It's about prompting, it's about connecting different generative AI tools, and then achieving a business outcome. Now, if you take a look at this particular flow actually goes talks to Chat GPT, right? So it's picking up the keyword and it's going and creating a blog post. It is generating an image using Google's Nano Banana. It's created some image. It's converted to a file that can be read by those WordPress sites, and then it goes and automatically publishes on WordPress. So this one we teach at Digital Scholar, where you are creating blog post on complete autopilot and it posts for you every single day. So SEO is sorted, your content creation is sorted, you don't need to write a blog post, everything gets automated fully every single day, right? I'll give you another example. We build this particular AI agent where you upload a photo of a product. Let's say I work for an e-commerce brand, which is a lipstick brand, and I upload it. This particular AI agent goes, talks to again Nano Banana, sets up everything and creates more than 60 plus ads for me in less than a minute, and then publishes on Google Drive. So imagine you can create creatives at scale with the help of AI agents. Now, this is just some use case. Now, let's see how we personally use AI in the field of digital marketing, and what will you also learn over here. Now, AI is integrated in pretty much every aspect of what we teach or digital marketing itself. And one of the important places where you will use AI is building the right strategy and funnel thinking, right? Which is where we teach you a particular framework where you think like marketers first and not just tool operators, right? Instead of just writing give me a caption for Instagram, we break it down into a particular framework so that you could help, you could be very specific in your ask, and that thinking is more important than ever. As I said, you're only as good as your AI is only as good as you. So this is something that you should probably know about. Now, second thing is AI in content and campaign creation. How to come up with full content calendars, how to generate variations, hooks, CTAs, offer angles, and as I showed you this particular example of building ads is something that you also learn. How AI is impacting paid ads, because today what performance marketing is very different than what it was 2-3 years ago. So how these automated AI engines have come in, what is an hybrid model, what is a fully automated model, Google Ads, how do you structure those campaigns, how do you use the AI within those platforms to be able to come up with the right campaigns, how to feed the right data, creatives, and conversion signals, because everything today is signal based targeting. So to be able to understand that in the right sense is more important than ever. AI and SEO and website work, I've just showed you an example of today. Writing blog posts using deep research, keyword research, coming up with on-page strategies, all of that is something we use AI for it. And of course, you got AI in automation and agents as well, and that's something you can use to build autonomous systems altogether. So yes, this is what is happening in the world of AI, and just by writing simple prompts is not going to help you get there. You have to master it in these 3 levels and become better. I hope to see you inside.